Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. Boy, I gotta tell you, I love it when a plan comes together. Now, this is gonna be Trump tariffs part 2, okay? I just got done telling you how this man and his family sold off all their shares to Truth Social, whatever, before the inauguration, and then they sold them all off while they were high. Then he crashes the economy with his tariffs, and everything is low. Now that was important because I was very important that I mentioned that, and I just told you that yesterday or the day before yesterday. So for the 12 of you that messaged me, and I told you buy stocks now, even if it's $50, put $50, buy some stocks right now. Those of you that did made a nice little chunk of change like me. Oh, see, all he's doing is he's trying to help the rich people get richer. But I saw it coming. Oh, your boy is very rarely wrong. I'm so happy because I made a nice little bit of money, but it's not gonna last. Okay, the stocks are gonna rise. They'll probably go through maybe till Monday, maybe. And I would suggest, unless you just want to invest permanently, I would suggest no later than Tuesday, preferably Monday. You sell them off because they're not going to keep rising. They're not going to keep rising after the weekend. And there's no telling what this crazy man is going to do to possibly make them drop again. Okay, but it's a money grab. Follow the money. Follow the money. I told y'all that that's what this dude is doing. It's a money grab for him and his rich friends. So they already knew. Can't prove it, but they already knew when he was going to do tariffs. They knew when he was going to say, I'm positive. They know all this stuff. Why do you... Just use your brain. Use your brain, people. You just got to see the pattern. I'm not a magician. I'm not a psychic, but the hustle game is the hustle game. And it's very obvious that this dude is straight trying to hustle and make money for his family and his friends. Now, if they're going to take the money and run, okay, what their ultimate goal is, I don't know. But with everything going on, and something else I've been saying, you got to pay attention to the distractions. Recognize the distractions when you see them and follow the money. It's always about the money. No matter what distraction he's doing, whether it's the segregation stuff, whether it's taking out black history out of museums, all this, some of that is just racist, whatever, but it's distractions to the money. That's what you got to understand with rich people. The bottom line is always the money. So if you know how to count, if you know how to do math, and you got common sense, you could pretty much figure out what type of shenanigans they're up to. Now, part of that goes to them being haters, like I've been telling you. Okay, and the biggest example I can use for that is vouchers, which is why I hate the voucher stuff so bad. Okay, ultimately what vouchers are trying to do is they're trying to remove, that's why they're trying to get rid of the Department of Education. They want to remove the money, the public funding that's going to schools, and they want to give it to private individuals. Now somebody like me or you that just says, hey, I'm going to open up this charter school and I'm going to take that public money for this charter school. And I don't have to admit, I can have admissions where it's very strict. You have to live in these 5 houses in this neighborhood, or your parents have to make this amount of money before you're admitted to this school. So that's the problem with these private school voucher things, is you might be in a neighborhood that doesn't even have a public school because they closed down out of funding. And then you can't go to the private school because the people that own it, they have requirements that you can't meet. So now they're getting an extra, they'll give the families $10,000 each for your student, and you can go to a private school, you can homeschool, whatever the case may be. Well, if you don't have a public school in your area and the private school won't admit you because they can say no, they're not public, they don't have to admit you, you have $10,000 to educate your child per year. And a lot of people, you don't think these things through, because that $10,000, that's not just school books and things like that. What if you're a working parent or a single parent? What if it's a elementary school kid that has to go to after school or daycare? You got $10,000 to cover all that. So the only people this really benefits are rich people that were already had their kids going to private school. They could already afford the school. They could already afford the after-school activities and whatever else. They already had one parent at home that was driving a soccer practice and doing all this stuff. The people it hurts are the poor people, the middle and lower class income folks. That's who it's hurting. It's only helping the upper class people. It's about the money. Pay attention. Don't let these people ruin your don't let these people ruin your country. Okay? That's my video, and y'all have a good afternoon.